entertaining experience. At a baseball game, when they are swapping pitchers, the keyboard guy plays a song and everyone chants and sings and, you know, cheers and do all this stuff. So when there's a boring moment in the action, the audience, the spectators, do something physical or chanting or singing. Okay, so yelling defense. What I like about this is that rap musicians, they literally tell you, put your hands in the air. And they literally say, everybody scream. They literally tell you to do it. So this is how you get an active audience and a more enjoyable experience for the audience, watching in an active way. So the way to remember this is by my favorite phrase, it's not the destination, it's the journey. So with kids, again, like I mentioned in the very first 10 things, it's not the effect that's most important, it's the journey. It's the fun stuff that happens prior to the effect. So, how do you think about this? Well, every trick has a beginning and an end. If I'm going to, let's talk about the silk tube. So the silk tube, the beginning is I have 3 silks, I'm going to put them in the tube, and they're going to come out tied together. And the ending is, ta-da, they're tied together. So, when you're writing a routine, you separate the beginning from the end, and you open up this opportunity for a long middle. And that's all the fun stuff. And that's what I did in that routine. I said, you know, we started by saying, here's some silks, they're going to get tied together. The ending was they were tied together. And there was all kinds of craziness in the middle. Let's see. Mismade flag has the middle built in. The beginning of the mismade flag trick is, I have 3 handkerchiefs, red, white, and blue. They're going to turn into a flag. At the end, you take out a flag, but there's a middle because you drop the blue on the floor, and there's a middle. The middle is the mismade flag. Then you go to the end, the correct flag. So let's go to this. And now here's why this is a really great way of thinking about your magic. Because for little kids, so much of their life is magic. 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, even some 6-year-olds. Everything's magic. The internet is magic. There's flat screen TV. Can you believe it? Do you remember there was a Woody Allen movie called Sleeper? Mm-hmm. And in Sleeper from 1973 or 4, there's a flat screen TV. But it was science fiction. Okay, enough of that. But everything's magic. You put popcorn in a box, you push a couple of buttons, next thing you know, you got popcorn, there's no heat, there's no fire, how does this happen? Everything in a child's life is magic. So being a magician, and as far as by the way, you're a magician. Of course you can do magic. You're a magician. Like, it's not even an adult knows what's real and what's not real. But if you walk in a room and you say to a bunch of kids, I'm a magician, and then you make something disappear, like, yeah, of course you can make something disappear. You're a magician, hello? Okay, so, and for older kids, it's also very nice to emphasize the middle over the effect, and here's why. When I do the reason why is that if I'm doing vanishing a silk with a thumb tip, can we say thumb tip? They got to pay $5.99 extra to find out what that is. Okay, so we can say that. We're all magicians, right? So let's say so if I'm going to make a handkerchief disappear with a thumb tip, and I just do like this, and I do like this, and then I do like that, and an 8-year-old says, hey, you have a plastic thumb. Well, that ruins everything. But if I do 5 minutes of comedy before the silk vanishes, then if the kid says you have a plastic thumb, or if the kid knows you have a plastic thumb, then it's such a small part of the whole experience that it doesn't ruin everything for you. Because it's only ruining, even if it ruins anything, it's just a little piece because of all the fun stuff that happened prior to the to the vanish. Okay, so that's why for little kids, you emphasize the journey, and for bigger kids, you emphasize the journey. And I think that it might be time, yes, I am going to teach you how to do all of that with tons and tons of ways of putting an interaction into your routines, and we're going to do that right after this commercial message.
Warning, this video contains explicit material not suitable for laymen. We thought we'd seen it all, but when we went to a magic convention and took out our cameras, these magicians showed us everything. These are the kinds of magicians you've always wanted to meet, just the way you want them, from behind and fully exposed. These magicians let us see it all, tipping things you would never believe. Nothing is held back. It's the wildest Magicians Gone Wild ever. Magicians Gone Wild. Are you kidding me? That's the method? Now on DVD for only $9.99. But wait, do you like mentalism? Order with your credit card and you also get Magicians Gone Wild. Do you know someone with a J in their name? Absolutely free! You'll see book tests, nail writers, and carbon paper. You'll see real pads we could never show you on TV. Small pads, big pads, and enormous pads. This hot, sexy mentalist action will leave you begging for more. What are you waiting for? So you get both DVDs for only $9.99. Then you'll automatically receive the hottest Magicians Gone Wild videos every month. There's no minimum to buy. Due to match your exposure, you must be a member of a magic organization, and you must call now. Call 607-725-5377 to get Are You Kidding Me? That's the method for only $9.99. Use your credit card and get Do You Know Someone with a J in their name absolutely free. Call now or see more magic at realmagicmagazine.com.
All right, welcome back. I love going to commercial here. This is great. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to write on the board now, and here we go. There are three important ways of adding the middle to your show. Okay, the first way is, I'm a lefty, so wish me luck. Comedy. Comedy is a big topic, comedy. And in comedy, we have let's call it A, incongruity. I love incongruity. Okay, incongruity means it doesn't go together. It doesn't match perfectly. Okay, so there's two kinds of incongruity. There's verbal incongruity and there's physical incongruity. Verbal incongruity is, last night before I went to bed, I went to the sink and I brushed my mommy. That's verbal incongruity. You say that to a bunch of kids, they're all over the place. They can't contain themselves. That's some comedy gold, people. Okay, so I brushed my mommy. When I talk about, sometimes if I talk about the reindeer during a Christmas show, I say, who knows the names of the reindeer? Here, I know the names of the reindeer: Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. So, okay, that's verbal incongruity. And then there's physical incongruity, which, let's see, is, well, if I took let's say I took a toothbrush and I started brushing my hair with a toothbrush. That would be physical incongruity. And also hilarious, people. Hilarious. Okay. The next kind of comedy. Oh, thank you. I'll take it. Nice. Okay, we did that. We did that. Here's B. I forgot what I was going to write. Magician in trouble. Magician. Doesn't make my handwriting any better, though, the marker, the big marker. Okay, magician in trouble. When a child's life is full of moments where the child is